Hello, I'm Dolly. My channel name is Tea Time with Dolly and Thrifty Living. I'm so glad that you came to visit with me today. I have my glass of iced tea. So if you would like, get your favorite beverage and come back and we'll have a visit, okay? Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love it if you would subscribe. And also, if you have any friends that you think might like these kind of videos, please tell them about me, or maybe send one of my videos as a sample to your Facebook friends, because I would really like to have more subscribers. As the more subscribers that I have, the more it helps me or the channel. And if you like the video, sure give me a thumbs up. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Today I've got my notes with me because I'm getting old and can't remember everything that I want to say. So I want to talk about how we can make ends meet. Right now, with things going up in price, it is hard for a lot of people to make ends meet, including myself. So I want to point out that that's not, it's not just in the U.S. This is other countries too, because I have some other YouTube videos that I watch, and they talk about the same thing, about prices of everything going up, especially food. And some of them, it's even hard for them to get certain items. So, anyway, what can we do about it? Well, I certainly can't really do anything about the price increase, and I'm sure you can't either. So, the only thing we can do is either work another job or cut back more and more. So today I'm going to talk about the cutting back and trying to economize more. One of the ways that we can cut back is food. I know, I'm sure you've all heard this before, but the reason that we can cut back on food, because it's not a fixed bill. Like, you know, say if you have a loan and you have X amount of dollars a month, you must pay on that loan, or you must pay for a certain bill. There's no negotiating on that. But groceries, the things that we purchase, yes, it's more flexible. So that's where we have to cut. So it's not just a set amount. And I'm saying food and toiletries because so many times that's things that we shop for at the same store. I know, especially a lot of people go to Walmart and some of your big department stores, and you know, they get so much of their stuff there. Food, clothing, medicine, a lot of stuff. So, anyway, I'm going to start with A, B, and C. A is check the store ads before you go shopping. I know that's something you've probably seen ads or checked them before, but some of this news may just be as reminders to you, because that's something we can do. We don't have to get a newspaper to check the ads. All you have to do is go online, and there's ads for all the big stores. Okay, and then I numbered food as number 1, and then the check the ads as A. It's like an outline. Okay, B is don't be picky. I know it's so easy for years and years or months and months. We probably have a certain brand, and especially of some items. I know with myself, I will use a lot of the cheaper store brands on a lot of things, but some things I like a certain brand. And I think most of us are probably like that. We like our certain brands. But the way things are, sometimes the shelves are empty in some of the certain things. And sometimes they're just went up so much in price that we're just going to have to not be quite so picky and just buy what we can. Okay, and C, look for the marked down items, especially with their food items. When you shop in a lot of the larger grocery stores, they have delis and bakeries. And so if we look for the marked down baked goods, marked down produce, and marked down meat, things like that, a lot of times they will have things marked down. If you ask in those departments, quite often they can tell you about what time of day that store marks things down, or that department of the store. And if it's convenient, you know, you might want to schedule your shopping for around that time to try to get some more of the bargains. However, if you live very far from the store, like I do, for any of the big stores like that, it's not really worth the gas unless I know they've got a lot of things marked down. And that's something you never know. That's kind of a hit and a miss. Some stores may have more if you get there at the right time, and some may have less. But with the price of gas, it would probably cost me $8 to go to the store. And that's just, you know, it's probably not worth it for me unless they're marked down when I'm going shopping anyway. Like, I have a job that I do on Tuesdays, and so that's when I get groceries. That's when I'm done with my job. Then I stop at the store because I'm going past them anyway. So I'm trying to be as economical as I can with gas. So you just have to decide, you know, maybe you live real close to the store and you can just run over there. Or maybe you can set your time, you know, if you're going anyway, you know, to make it around that time. It's just something you're going to have to figure out for yourself if, you know, if it's doable for you. Because you don't want to spend more to save a little bit. Okay, and D is shop with a list. Make a list, because if you don't, not only will you forget something if you're anything like me, and then you're going to want to go back to the store, or somebody in your family says, oh, Mom, you didn't get this. So they want you to go back and get it. Well, when you go back in the store, it's too tempting to spend a little bit more because you see more things. They have said that the more time you spend in a store, the more money you spend. And you know, I believe that, because you walk up and down the aisles and you smell the food and you see something you haven't seen before, or something that wasn't on your list, and it's just too tempting to add more to your cart. So the less time you spend in the store, the better. Okay, and E is don't shop when you're hungry. You know how that goes. When you're really hungry, it's so easy to want everything. And your cart gets fuller and fuller. So if you're trying to save gas and you're stopping at the store on your way home from someplace, you know, maybe you might want to take a snack with you. And when you get to the parking lot of the store, just sit in the car for a few minutes and eat your snack, and then go in and shop. Because if you don't, you know how that goes. Everything sounds good. Okay, number 2, other flexible spending items are clothing and household items. So unless it's something you need right now that can't hardly wait, I would suggest that you go look first at a thrift store, or maybe some garage sales. There's a lot of garage sales now in the summer. Or even look on eBay. And maybe you can find whatever it is you're looking for used and at a lot cheaper price. Okay, now number 3 is baby items. I know this doesn't apply to us older people. Well, it might, because some of us have grandbabies. All my grandkids are growing right now. But you know, some of us have grandkids or great-grandkids, or you may be a young mother watching this. So look for used clothing and furniture, because babies grow so fast. To me, it's just not worth the money to go out and spend a bunch of money on brand new clothes, and 3 months later they've outgrown them. You know, it just, to me, it's not, it's just not worth the money, unless, of course, you can't find them used. Okay, and same way with baby furniture. Now, they could use that a little bit longer than the clothing, but still, it's not going to be too long till they're going to outgrow a crib or a bassinet or some of the baby items. So, you know, why not find them used? A lot of times people only have 1 or 2 children and they're done with them, and they're still in very good condition. Okay, now my next thing that I'm going to mention, and referring to baby stuff, a lot of you are not going to like, but how about cloth diapers? At least when you go somewhere. I'm sorry, I mean at least when you're at home, and take the disposable diapers when you go somewhere. In fact, I believe that a lot of daycares, probably all of them that I know of, you've got to have disposable diapers. And it's much more convenient, especially when you're traveling or you're going someplace. But when you're home, you know, they didn't even have disposable diapers until 1948. So there was thousands of years people didn't have disposable diapers, and they survived, and it would save a lot of money. So I just thought I would throw that out there. Okay, and the next thing with babies, can you make your own baby food? I don't think it's really that difficult. Just look online, and I'm sure there's probably lots of videos about it, YouTube videos. Also, but I do want to point out, don't try making infant cereal or formula. And also, never ever give a baby under a year old honey. Don't even use a tiny bit of it in any kind of baby food where you're trying to sweeten it, or formula or anything. Because it's, well, you can look online and read about it. But I have heard this, and I checked a while ago before I made this video, and it's not good for the baby at all. I think there's something, because the raw honey can have bacteria that babies just can't use. Or I don't know, maybe they, anyway, you can read about it. It's just not good for a baby. So now how about not so flexible spending? So you have a set amount that you have to pay every month for certain things. What can you do about them? Well, some things maybe nothing. But with insurance, there's different kinds of insurance. I mean, lots of different insurance companies. And just check around, because they also have different prices. Just make sure that you're getting the same coverage that you already have, because you don't want less coverage on something and then find out that, you know, something's not covered that you thought was covered. So check around on that. Also, other bills are like trash pickup. I know I changed trash companies, and it saved me some money. They do the very same thing. They stop once a week and get my trash, you know, just like the other one did, but for less money. And phone and internet, that's another thing that you can call around to see if you can get a better deal on that. They have deals all the time, one company or another, trying to get your business. So just call around and compare prices on that. And, you know, there's a lot of things that you can maybe get a better deal on. Every so often, you know, just start calling and see if there's a better deal out there, because even if there wasn't last year, there might be this year. So that's all I've got to say for now, but I do wish you all a wonderful week, and may God bless you this week. Bye-bye.